Morning, everyone. Today we're going to show you the so-called TX origin attack. First of all, we're going to use the Linux environment. But before we do that, let's look at the source code. So the source code is in the attack wrap over here. So go to this URL. You should be able to see the source code. We have two programs. One is the TX origin.so, and the other is TX origin attack. So look at the source code over here. Basically, it's pretty simple. We have a deposit, transfer, and a get balance, like a wallet, normal wallet, smart contract. So the problem lies in the transfer. Of course, the deposit, we're able to call the deposit function. It's an empty function, but it's going to work. You send Ethereum to this contract, calling the deposit, so it's going to be received by this contract. And then when we call transfer, we are going to check the origin is the owner or not. Okay, the owner is the deployer of the contract, and if it's the owner, but the check is vulnerable because it's not checking the sender, but checking the TX origin. The difference between TX origin and the TX sender is TX sender is the immediate caller, but TX origin is the initiator of the transaction. Could be not immediate, could be indirect. Okay, we will see that. So if the check is successful, then it's going to send the Ethereum. Otherwise, it's going to get the it's going to not going to send the successfully. So we're going to copy paste this into our remix over here. Okay, so we're going to say create a new file. It's going to be this. So let me create a new file over here called tx origin. Okay, and we can do it one more time. Yeah, it's a little messy, so I have to clean it up. Okay, so if I compile, it's going to compile. Alright, so all I need to do is just deploy it. So I'm going to use the first web address to deploy it. Okay, and then now it's deployed over here. So I can call a deposit, and in this case, how about I deposit 99 Ethereum. So I'm going to deploy 99. I specify over here. Basically, I'm going to send it to the smart contract. So I'm going to put 18 over here because decimal. Okay, so if I call deposit, and then get balance, we should be able to see. Okay, let me check what's wrong over here. Still 99. Let me see. TX origin over here. Let me do it one more time. 0 over here. creating 0 and then click deposit. Okay, we have 99 Ethereum in the balance over here now. I can also click balance to get these two. And now I want to, of course, if you do transfer over here, it's going to be, I can do that. I can transfer one Ethereum, for example, to the second account. Okay, that's easy. That can be done. So I can one Ethereum here, one Ethereum, one. Transfer. It can be successful. Oh, not the owner. I'm sorry. So we can verify if I call from the second account, it's not going to successful. But if I call from first account, it's going to check the owner of this line 17 is going to be successful. So this is going to be okay. Let me copy second address and then go back to the first address over here. Then we're going to send to the second address over here. So we're basically sending from the smart contract to the second address. So as you can see over here now, we should have 98 only, 98. And then the second account is going to be, one more Ethereum roughly. So, but if we call, like we said, if we recall from the second one, then let's say from the second one to the first one, transfer money from the smart contract to the first one. Then 100 way. Then it's going to fail because it's not going to be equal to the not owner. Okay. So error message is reverted. It's reverted. The session has been reverted. The error message is not the owner. So this line failed. So now we're going to talk about how we do the attacking. Basically, what we are going to do is create another. We are going to create another one. So that's going to be attack TX origin over here. I'm going to copy this code first. Mix over here, create a new file called tx attack, tx origin, attack, so, and okay, this one is cleaner. What is the idea of this? This basically is create an instance of the TX origin, which we provide an interface over here. We only need two functions. So this is the interface for the TX origin. And we are going to assign the deployed address of the smart contract of TX origin to here as a variable over here called my TS origin. In addition, of course, we are going to store the deploy of this contract in the owner as well. But here is the thing. We are going to use the receive fallback function. So this fallback function is going to work this way. Whoever send some Ethereum to this contract, so whoever send any Ethereum to this contract is going to be calling this receive function automatically. So this receive function is going to be called whenever this smart contract receives some Ethereum. Okay. And as you can see, the call is going to actually call the other transaction and do the transfer. Okay, so but let's suppose we are trying to check the deploy of TS origin. Okay, which is account 1. Let's say we check account 1 to send some Ethereum in whatever way to this contract. Then the receive function is going to be called automatically, which is going to call the TS origin transfer. And because the account 1 is checked to call this receive, so when we do the check 17 over here, the TS origin is going to be account 1 instead of the address of TX origin attack. So the check is going to be successful, and then the money is going to be transferred according to the attack. It's going to be transferred to the owner of this contract, which is account. We're going to make it account 3. Okay, so account 3. So all the money is going to be transferred to account 3, and actually we drain that TS origin because we are going to call the balance. So whatever money in the TS origin is going to be transferred all the way to the owner of this contract, which is the which is account 3. So let's do that. Okay, and we are going to deploy, and this time we're going to use account 3. As you can see over here, account 3 is still 100 Ethereum. So we're going to deploy. Of course, we need the address for the TX origin. So we're going to copy the address over here, and then we deploy this address. So, okay, we have to choose, not choose the interface. We have to choose the copy paste the address of the first contract here. Okay, deploy successful. So we have 2 contracts now. So what are we going to do? We are going to send some money from the first account. We're going to send some money to the second one. And one way to do that is we can call the first transfer over here. So we are going to send some money to the third one, which is this one. So I'm going to copy this over here, go back to the first account. So I'm going to say, I don't need to send too much money. I just need to say one way. And I send one way to this contract, then it's going to, okay, actually, I need to send not to the smart contract. I need to send to the smart contract. I'm sorry. So I'm going to copy paste this address over here. Okay. And then send one way to this smart contract. I copy the address of the smart contract here. So say transfer. And as you can see, it's J0 now. Okay, and all the money is actually transferred to account 3. Account 3 over here. You see that? account for actually because I use account for the deploy. So that's how the TX origin attack works. So thank you so much and have a nice day.